If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 133 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. We start by putting in some bids for some centre-backs. John Stones was a popular suggestion in the comment section over the past few episodes, so we're having a quick look at him. We're also looking at Jonathan Tah. Obviously, we've had our contract offer, our financial bid accepted, and we're in the process of offering him a contract. He rejected the last one I offered him, trying to save a little bit of money by offering him slightly under what he requested, and unfortunately he did actually turn that down, so I'm having to offer him the full £40,000 a week that he would like. Still trying to work out a deal for Nicholas Sula, still keeping kind of as many options open as I possibly can so that I can have a selection to choose from by the time all contracts are signed. Still trying to work out a deal with Everton for John Stones. Probably my preference of all of the options we've looked at so far. He's the highest rated at 79, and obviously one of the biggest prospects in English football when it comes to the defensive side of things, John Stones. So hopefully we can bring him in, and that will add to what we've already got at the club, which is quite good actually. We've got other young prospects in the shape of Jack Grealish, obviously, and we've got our own young prospects in terms of regens like Nicholas Spaller. Despite the fact that he said he wanted to leave, I'm keeping him at the club if I possibly can, and fingers crossed, Jenkins Chikoui can start to improve as well. Also looking at Carlos Salcedo here, or Salcedo. I don't know anything about him, but he was suggested 2 or 3 times in the comment section, so I put in a £2 million bid. I had a look at him on FIFA, and he apparently can grow quite well, so I put some bids in for him, or put a bid in there of £2 million for him. Also looking at Jose Maria Jimenez, obviously one of the best prospects in European defensive football, and Jason Denayer from Celtic was another option that was mentioned a few times. I think he got a team of the season in the most consistent this year. I'm not too sure, you will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he got a team of the season this year on Ultimate Team. But we jump into the first game of the episode at home against Liverpool, the second game of the Barclays Premier League season so far. Of course, we're coming into this one on the back of the 2-2 draw in yesterday's episode against Aston Villa, so fingers crossed we get a decent result this time at home rather than playing away, although the weather is rather sad and damp. But Liverpool are starting a strong side, although their front three isn't necessarily the strongest. Raheem Sterling, Mario Balotelli, Felipe Coutinho and Daniel Sturridge on the bench, and they're starting Markovic, Barini and Asaidi as their front three. So I was hoping that perhaps that would stop them from causing us too many problems defensively, and we might be able to have a decent game. But as you can see, they pick up a free kick in the 14th minute. Jordan Henderson perfectly placed there to take it, but decides to do the fake run, and then Adam Lallana on his left foot, his weaker left foot, puts that one into the top corner. I've never seen Lallana take a free kick with his left foot before, but to be fair, the first time I've seen it, it was a pretty good technique, so very good goal for them. Unfortunately going 1-0 down early on in this one, but Georgiev finds Geis here, pushing the ball through the midfield. Georgiev has high work rate, so he finds himself pushing deep a lot more than Takelo Ranti, who's pushing forward here. Georgiev's still just arriving on the scene here, as you can see there, but Aguilar plays it into Geis this time. Good turn, good save down low by Mignolet, but then he kind of just does a Mignolet. Saved it initially, bobbled free, went to pounce on the rebound, and it just kind of snuck out again. You see the second attempt there. I don't know what he's doing. It's like he's tried to catch it, but pushed it against his legs and it's bounced free. Couldn't have had a simpler finish for Takelo Ranti there, to be completely honest, but unfortunately the equaliser, the level playing field, it didn't last long, and Liverpool went and got themselves a second goal through Lazar Markovic to go in at half-time with a 2-0 deficit. So unfortunately we have to come from behind if we want anything in this one, but we'll try and build from the back here, as you can see, picking the ball off them in the defensive line. And again, Georgiev very deep when he gets hold of the ball. Does start to push forward here, but Nicholas Spaller bursts past one, and then brilliant dribbling feet to get past the second defender, and a top finish as well. Seems quite happy to celebrate in front of his home fans here to make it 2-2, although obviously he still maintains that he wants to move away from the club, but makes a good goal there for us to make it 2-2, and we push deeper into the half. Toko's actually a very good midfielder, but his lack
He's loose with his pass there. Really disappointed with that. Lazar Markovic pushing forward. Obviously, he got himself a goal earlier on. We do pick that pass off, though, but the clearance from Downey goes straight back to Markovic, who instantly squares it to Balotelli, who rivals it into the top corner. That made it 3-2 to Liverpool. So we've come back from being behind twice. Can we do it from a third time and rescue a point? Takelo Rantia scored a couple of very impressive goals against Liverpool last season. Maybe he will have the chance to be involved in this move. It drops to Georgiev. His shot is well held, though, by Simon Mignolet this time. And unfortunately, we get a 3-2 defeat from this one against Liverpool. So 1 point only from our first 2 games in the Barclays Premier League. 2-2 draw against Aston Villa, followed by a 3-2 defeat against Liverpool. I was hoping to kind of raise my spirits by signing a new player when we came back to the menus. And as you can see, the contract offer for Jonathan Tah has been accepted. I'm not sure whether it's Jonathan or Jonathan. You'll have to let me know. I'm pretty sure it's Jonathan, though. Carlos Salcedo. We're still deciding a contract with him to potentially bring him into the club, although obviously he'd probably be 4th or 5th choice of the amount of players that we're looking at. But I stalled on Jonathan Tah just to make sure that we can, get the best player in possible. Jason Denea, we had the bid of 3.5 million, I think it was, accepted for him. So we'll try and work out a contract with him up at Celtic, trying to offer him slightly underneath what he's asking for, obviously, like we always tend to do. Jonathan Stones still can't quite work out the deal for the player with Everton, although, again, we will try and work out something before the end of today's episode, because we have transfer deadline day today. £6 million plus Fabian Torres, the goalkeeper, and fingers crossed they'll accept that. Jason Denea rejected the initial contract that we sent to him there of 27,000. Said he was unwilling to relocate, so not that he's far from Scotland to Cambridge. It's not as if he's moving from the far reaches of Eastern Europe or anything, but still unwilling to relocate from Scotland, so I offered him a little bit more. We'll see if he accepts that. Jonathan Tah is already still waiting with the stall. Salcedo is now waiting with the stall, and we have had that £6 million bid accepted for John Stones, so we'll try and offer him slightly less than he's asking for, because if I can bring in a second player, then I definitely will, but unfortunately he turned that one down, so I just straight up offered him the £60,000 a week and a crucial first team player, because obviously he's going to be my number one centre-back, and he did accept that 60k. So John Stones is going to be the brand new centre-back partner for Paul Downing. We now got a 79 rated and a 78 rated, I believe, centre-back. Now, I think Paul Downing's grown from 77 to 78 this season. We'll find out for sure tomorrow when we have a squad report on Monday, but I stalled on a couple of the other defenders because I'm still not sure, or I still wasn't sure at this stage of the window, whether I wanted to bring anyone else in or save some money until January and see if we could perhaps bring in another couple of pre-contracts for the next season, like we did this year with Aaron Cresswell. And who else did we bring in on a free transfer? Alvaro Vidal. And we brought in Toko as well, of a central defensive midfielder. But Stoke are a decent side, actually. Very hard to play against. And as you can see, they're starting Quirker up top. He scored against us last time we played against Stoke. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, which is obviously a very common formation in the Premier League these days. Although Stoke tend to play 4-4-2 in real life, to be completely honest. But still, we're starting with our stereotypical 4-4-2. We haven't ever played with anything else in this particular series. And to be fair, this Cambridge side has always seemed to do very well with a 4-4-2, so I've never really felt the need to change it. Callum Wilson, though, getting his first start for the club in a competitive fixture in this one, and Takelo Ranti finds him beautifully over the top there with a through ball, and 3 minutes into his competitive debut with his 88 finishing, Callum Wilson slots it into the bottom corner to give us a 1-0 lead. Stephen Ireland, though, in our box up the other end just a few minutes later, twisting and turning, gets the ball back here from Hesketh, has the shot, and he smashes the woodwork. Almost immediately back on level terms there, Stoke, after 8 minutes, but we tried to push forward and extend the lead here if we possibly could, because we played 2 games so far and we've conceded 5 goals. Now, obviously, now we've got John Stones as a centre-back partnership with Paul Downing, so we are a lot stronger defensively in this one than we had been previously, and actually trying to extend our lead here. We almost did, as the deflection almost took it over the line, but unfortunately Ryan Shawcross was able to clear it before it threatened the goal line, and we're still on the attack. Callum Wilson, a lovely turn inside here. He might have 88 finishing, but perhaps he needs 98 to be able to finesse it in from that particular angle. Really disappointed that he wasn't able to find the bottom corner there, to be completely honest. Expected him to bury that one and give us a 2-0 lead, but we push further into the first half, almost on the cusp of half-time, and they pass it about really nicely. The big striker Quirker had his back to goal, so I couldn't really tell whether he was going to shoot, whether he was going to lay it off. In the end, I went to block the shot, and he laid it off and passed it to Marko Arnautovic, who just side-footed it into an empty net. And then they came on the attack again in the second half, actually. Quirker here going to use Hesketh, get it back from him, through one-on-one, and decides to smash it early rather than take it into the box and try and place it. Turned out to be the wrong decision, smashing it well and high over the bar, but we came forward again in the second half. Geis and Wilson linking up well, finds Aaron Cresswell round the left hand side. I'm really struggling today, aren't I? Round the left hand side, but unfortunately his drilled finish went wide of the post, and then Vadillo found some space down this right hand side, extremely fast. Alvaro Vadillo got great dribbling feet as well, drills it into the box, and a lovely flick from Takelo Ranti, but he can't find the back of the net. If that would have flown in, that would have been one of the best goals I've ever scored on FIFA, with a cheeky little Cruyff flick like that. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. 1-1 the final score, so we have 2 points from our opening 3 Barclays Premier League games. Not the start that we wanted. It's the slowest start we've had to a season ever, I think, so far in this series, although obviously we're only 3 games in. But as you can see, we're in transfer deadline day now. The biggest deal so far, Neymar to Paris Saint-Germain for £51.5 million. Patrick Bamford has gone from Middlesbrough to Nottingham Forest, and there have been a couple of other big deals actually to PSGs. You'll be able to see in a second if it switches back to the highest deals. There's another guy that's gone from Gangon to PSG as well for like £28 million. But we've signed £15.5 million worth of players and sold £3.475 million worth of players. So a decent window for us. I am pleased with everything that's happened so far in this, what is this, second season in the BPL, 6th season all told, or is it the 5th season? No, it's the 6th, 6th season now, isn't it? We're into the 6th season. Promotion in League 2, promotion in League 1, promotion in the Championship, 10th in the BPL, 5th in the BPL. We're now in the 6th season, although currently sat down there in 13th place. So we need to pick ourselves up over the next few episodes and get ourselves back up towards the top of the table. Obviously, we'll have a squad report tomorrow, with it being Monday, but I will be streaming some FIFA 15 career mode tonight over on Twitch, so follow the link in the description to follow the channel over there, so that you know when I go live. I should be live sooner rather than later if you're watching this as it goes live tomorrow, or on Sunday evening. I say tomorrow because I'm recording it Saturday afternoon. But yes, that will be all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, check the channel page for anything you might have missed over the past few days, and I'll see you next time.